day, starting my day off. No glasses because I just woke up. But I have made my bed. Because that's the first thing you got to do in the morning is make your bed. And I like all my throw pillows. Edie, aren't you jealous? I sent her a text last night showing her taking the pillows off the bed. But now it's time for a shower. But guess what? You will not be joining me for this. So let's go take our shower. Well, that was refreshing. Now I look human. But now we're on to our next task, which is we are going to water our plants. So let me turn you around and show you all that good stuff. How do you like what I look at every morning when I wake up? Okay, first thing, we got to fill this up with water so that we can go water my plant. This plant was given to me the year my mother passed away in 2008. It was a table plant. And this is how it has grown over the years. In, 17 years? Yep, she passed away on March 1st. So let me get one more thing, because we usually put 2 in there. We don't water it every day. We water it every 3rd day. But it does take a lot of water. But it does get a lot of sun right there, so that's nice too. So let's go give it one more dose of water. And then we'll get some more water because we have to go into the TV room to get those plants watered. We'll see if we have any birds at our feeder. I'm sure I have to put some food in the birdhouse. But I think the suet thing should be pretty much full. So let's go water these now. That's an artificial plant. I have a few artificial plants. I have another artificial plant in this bathroom too. It just makes it easier. So I got that one too. Artificial. All you gotta do is dust them off. So I'll come in here and water my plants here. This plant I got from Mary's best friend Sharon, and this plant I just planted on my own. As you can see, no birdies yet. But we have plants in the other room to fill. So, this one is from my brother's passing in 2011, and this is from my sister Sue's passing 2012, and this is from Christmas. Still surviving. So now we got to go change the date on the clock to the 9th. So if I can do it with one hand. Here we go, 0.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
9. Today's the 9th. There's James. He got up a couple minutes before me. Not much before me, but a couple. And then checking our clock, we see that today is Wednesday. And I have to water this plant, which was also from my mother's passing in 2008. But I'm afraid to try to transplant this one. Not sure I'll have much luck. And this was Mary's, which she said she didn't want anymore. So I said, I'll take it because I like it. Jim, not so much. But that's the way it goes. I like it, that's all that matters. So we're gonna water this plant. I'm gonna answer the phone and then take my pills, so I'll be back. Well, it's cold outside, but I don't wear a coat in the car or the truck because Jim has this heat. Unbelievable. It's like he wears a coat. You never know it because it's so hot in here. Look at my seatbelt won't work. Here we go. So now we're off to Nino Salvaggio's. It's a fruit market, but that's where Jim gets his lunch meat from. And we're going to have hamburgers for dinner tonight. How's that sound, James?
Sounds like a plan. Barbecued.
Nah, I'm going to just cook them in the house. I have some steaks for the weekend we can barbecue. We'll do that this weekend. So let's head over to the fruit market where I don't need to get any fruit. I have everything I need. But I want to get some lunch meat. Okay, we did get mail today. Plus I got junk mail too. Jim was surprised that even in a post office box you still get crap mail, which I do. So let's see what this is. Let me open it. It's from Little Debbie Clark, I know that much. I know germs. It's a Happy Easter card. It said, Sandy, may the beauty of spring and the promise of Easter refresh your spirit and fill your heart with joy. Wishing you and your family a happy, blessed Easter and happy spring. Love, Debbie Clark. Thank you, Debbie. That was very nice of you. Okay, on to Nino's now. Next stop is the truck wash. We all know how much I love going through a car wash. We were going to go yesterday, but Jim didn't go, and for good reason, because he had to go to his club last night, which is on a dirt road, and his truck would have got filthy dirty. So he didn't get it done yesterday. So today we're doing this as part of our daily, not our daily routine, but today's routine. So anyway, I don't like car washes. You'd think I'd be used to them by now. We seem to go to them quite often.
Exactly.
But Jim has what, a monthly pass?
Yeah.
He can go as much as he wants. I just pay the $15 once every
Time you go.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go get my meat for the week. Get some pork chops, and I think I'm gonna get some ribs. That was quick. Okay, we're gonna go over here. That's the fish counter. We don't need any fish. We're gonna go in and get some vegetables and fruit. Well, there's the fruit and vegetable area. And we're gonna get some chicken salad and some bow tie pasta for dinner. Okay, $90 later, we're done. I get so annoyed when people can't put their carts back in the corral. How hard is it to do that? I mean, it's a little bit of a walk, but whatever. But I think we got a lot for our $90. Jim's already in the truck, so we'll continue this conversation in a minute. Okay, we ended up getting Jim's lunch meat. Would you get bologna and?
That's it.
Just bologna, and I got some Crockett's ham, and I got some chicken salad and a pasta salad to go with my burger for tonight. And I got 2 avocados, some celery hearts, package of carrots, probably about 12 fresh mushrooms, 2 avocados, some barbecue sauce, a loaf of bread. And then I've got a side of baby back ribs, 2 butterfly pork chops, and 2 small roasts, and it come to $89.75. So I don't really think that was too bad. So now we're going to Starbucks because that's what we do. So I'm going to get my drink at Starbucks, and we'll continue on home.
They got the dragonfly.
They had my dragon fruit today. The other day they didn't have that, so I had to get something different. But today they have it, so I'm all excited. Here we come to my Starbucks. Okay, we got my drink. If I was driving, we would have got a ticket because, I don't know if you'll be able to see this as we're going by, there's a policeman there, and this light is so long, and it's only one-way traffic. In Michigan, you can complete your left turn on a red light if the traffic is clear, but you're not allowed to go straight. No, your left turn. You can complete a left turn if it's one-way traffic. If like that way, I could have completed a left turn. As long as the traffic was clear. You can always turn right on a red light unless there's a sign that says you can't. But anyway, I never wait for that light. I know I break the law every single time, but I go through the light. And I don't. And Jim doesn't. Jim waits for the light. He doesn't break the law. But if I would have been driving today, we would have been pulled over for a ticket because I didn't notice that there's a policeman sitting there waiting for people like me. So you saved us what? How much, Jim? $100 I think it is to run a red light.
Probably.
Plus points. So he saved our insurance and everything. So thank you, Jim. And just like that, we are home. So now we got to put the stuff away. We got to put some of the stuff in the freezer. We've decided we're going to have the ribs tomorrow for dinner. So I'm going to look for a recipe. And I'm going to go in and do a little bit of reading. So talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, we got some Crockett's ham for $2.80. We got some bologna for $8.18. Got some hot dog Coney Island stuff. I don't know how much that was. Let me see if I can see it on here. Oh wow, $7.99 for that. And we got some ribs for $16.39. Some pork chops for $7.98. I got one big roast, but had them cut it in half for $17.94. A loaf of bread, some barbecue sauce for our ribs. I got one bagel for my breakfast on Friday. I got a small little chicken salad for $2.04. And a pasta salad for my dinner and tomorrow's lunch for $5.61. Some mushrooms, which were $3.90. Some celery hearts, which was $2.99. Some carrots for $1.99. And 2 avocados. How much are my avocados? Oh, $3.98. And the bread was, the bagel was $1.19 and the bread was $3.79. So my total was $89.86. And then yesterday I got some chicken legs from Kroger's for $5.75 and some chicken breasts for $14.71. I'm going to pack them up so I can put them in the freezer. So there we go. I'm all set for dinners for the next week or so. Okay, for breakfast, we're going to have 2 pieces of toast, an ounce of cheese, and 32 ounces of water. Okay, I am a little bit hungry. Okay, we're going to try to watch some YouTube videos now. So let's see if anybody's got anything up yet. I haven't got any birds, as you can see. Okay, this will give you a clue how much... Oh, wait a minute, go back. Look at all these channels I have. And half the time I can't find anything on. This is... I don't pay for all of these subscriptions. As long as they let us, our families have been sharing these subscriptions to these different channels. So you can't say that you can't ever find anything. Although I can tell you sometimes I can't find anything to watch. But let me see who we're going to go under my channel. Oh, there's Edie. Is this today? 6 hours ago. All right, that's who we're going to watch first. So let's settle back and watch. See what Edie has to say.
Okay, they'll be wearing their black suits.
Look at the pretty cardinal that came to visit.
That's why I got them, and that.
Well, actually, I only had 2 videos to watch. It was Edie and Terry Weeks. Those are the only 2 videos that popped up so far. So, even though I'm going to still be sitting, I'm going to start reading my book. It's taken me a while to read it, but like I said, once I can get outside, look out. We'll be going to the library a lot to get some books. But I'm going to sit here and read, and then next time you see me will be when we're making dinner. Probably in a couple hours. So we'll see you then. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is put our onions in here. Because Jim likes them like this. So let's get this in here cooking a little bit. I'll go and get the burgers out of the fridge. Let's get the burgers. This is what we're gonna have for dinner. So, let me open this here. Kind of hard with one hand. I should have got my stand. We're just gonna have 2 burgers. Oh, that one broke. This one here, I'm gonna put that other one back together before I freeze it. Put this to the side. I'm just gonna salt and pepper them. And just stir. Oh my goodness, they're falling apart on me. It's not good. Alright, I'm going to have to put that together just a minute. Okay, I've bought this brand many times before, and I have never had that problem where the burger fell apart. So that's kind of strange to me. Anyway, we're going to turn this down to low. And put that on there. And let's get the rest of the cups ready. Okay, for dinner, I'm going to have a cheeseburger with an onion and tomato and ketchup relish and mustard and a pasta salad. Well, that was delicious, if I do say so myself. I buy that kind of burger all the time, and I've never, not one time, had it fallen apart like that. And the other 2 burgers, when I was taking them out of the package to freeze them for a future use, they fell apart too, so I had to use my meat hamburger press to press them back together. So I don't know what happened with those, but look at what a slob I was. Spilt mustard. So I got my spray and wash out and put that on there. So now it's just up to, Jim's done his portion of the cleanup. Now I'm gonna do my little portion of the cleanup. We share the cleanup. So let me get this kitchen cleaned up, and then I'll be back with you in a little bit. And so just like that, this boring day comes to an end. I'm in my pajamas. I got my robe on. See, my pajamas is like all the little sleepy sheep that you count with the moon and the stars. And I just sleep in this t-shirt. I don't sleep in pajamas. I can't sleep in pajamas. Anyway, so I got the stars and the moon on my robe. I just got off the phone with Danny and Brooke that the baby is still breech. So the doctor called her this morning, and they've set up April 28th is going to be the day that the baby's going to come. They're going to induce labor. They said that when they go in on that morning, they'll do an ultrasound just before they induce. And if she has, not induce, do a C-section. They're going to do a C-section. But they're going to do an ultrasound before they do the C-section. And if the baby is in position at that point, they're going to induce labor, because she's due May 5th, so it would only be like a week early. Right now, they said that they estimate that she weighs 6 pounds, 9 ounces, so she's still a pretty good-sized baby. I said she's puny next to mine. Danny was my smallest at 9'2". Christy was 9'5", and Jimmy was 10 pounds. I have big babies, let me tell you. So anyway, 6 pounds sounds like about a normal size baby to me. So she's going to deliver, but I told her that we probably would come to the hospital later. I think she was kind of relieved when I was telling her I was happy that her mother was going to be there, because I said, your mother's going to be there when you're delivering, right? And she said, well, yeah. And I said, well, that makes me very happy. I said, because I think that when daughters have their babies, they want their mothers there. They don't want their mother-in-laws there. And I said, I know you love me, and I know you want me around of the baby and all that, but, you know, like at that particular time, you want your mother. And so she says, well, I'm so happy you said that. So I think I put her mind a little bit at ease, because I knew that her mom was going to be there, as she should be, you know, because I was there for Christy. I was there for Cindy, too, but only because Cindy's mother had passed away earlier in her life, and she wasn't there. And so I was kind of like her mother figure. So I was there when David was born. But and Alyssa also. But for Sebastian and Oliver, I came afterwards because Shannon's mom was there, which only makes sense. She's the mother. So I don't have a problem with that. They have decided on the name of the girl, but they're not going to tell us until the baby's born. So that'll be our big surprise to know what the baby's name is. But they both finally agreed on a name. So that's pretty good. I am going to go now. Like I said, I'm done taping for the day, but I still have another 6 or 7 hours to be up. So Jim and I, we watch, first we watched Survivor, where I text back and forth with Joan over at Rise and Shine Suburban Homesteading, but you all know Joan. We text back and forth all the time through this show. But then Jim and I watch The Floor, and if she stays up, she watches the Amazing Race. But we watch The Floor first, and then we go over to Amazing Race because we don't like to watch commercials. We're kind of snooty that way. We don't like to watch the commercials. So it works out perfectly that we can do the both. And then I think the only other show we have to watch, we didn't watch Will Trent yesterday. So Jim will probably stay up till about 12:30 or so by the time we catch up on all those shows. And then he'll go to bed, and then I don't think I got anything. I got Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert that I'll tape that I'll watch. So, yeah, like I said, it's just a little glimpse of my day. It's kind of boring, I know, but I thought it would be fun taking you along today. If you like this video, let me know and I'll do it again. Not right away, but, in the future, I'll think of doing it again. And, yeah. So let me know how you thought of what you thought of this. Something I could have done to improve it, something you didn't like that you wanted me to take out, something you might have liked me to add. Let me know. So in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let's talk again tomorrow. Just real quick, I meant to tell you that the shot, I don't know, maybe I did tell you, I don't remember. It's been a long day. I didn't have any sore on my arm or anything. Actually, it hurt when I got my COVID shot to lay on that arm, but during the night I rolled over on that arm, and I woke up at one point to go to the bathroom and realized I was sleeping on my arm. So, no side effects or anything like that. No soreness, no swollen, nothing. So I'm glad I got it done.